everyone, and welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. Number one, the weather report, as I always do on the 717 channel. It's shit today. And also to address the garage flooring, yes, I did get it done, and I'm very excited to get it all finished up. So it's curing right now. I can pull the cars in tonight, and then I gotta paint the baseboard on the floor, do the walls, redo them in gloss white, and then do the lighting, and the garage should be like 100% perfect and exactly the way I want it. Moving on from that, I do have some really sad news, and this is something that happened a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't share it, and I feel like it's something that he would appreciate being on the channel, but it's something that it's just really sad, and it's not something I don't like cover sad things that happen. But today I'm going to a signing where the high school has a motorcycle that people are going to be signing for him, and I'm going to be participating in that. And I might film it, I might not really sure on that yet, but I wanted to explain the whole story behind it. Basically, about 2 years ago, when I was living in my apartment, I was living in a 2-bedroom apartment, and it was a big, community. It was like it looked like a townhouse, but it was for rent. It was an apartment. And up the street, there was this younger guy who had a truck that kind of looked like the Duramax, and it didn't look exactly like it does now, but it was a stock truck. And every time I drove by, he would wave and everything. And I eventually saw he had messaged me on Instagram, sent me a DM, and said, "Hey man, I live right up the street from you, and I'm a fan, and it'd be cool to meet up sometime." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, that'd be awesome." So talked to him a few times, and then when I got the new towing mirrors for the Duramax, he had reached out and said, within like a minute, because in the video I said that I was going to be giving away the mirrors, within like a minute, I saw his DM, and it popped up on my phone, and it was like, "Hey man, if you're getting rid of the mirrors and nobody else took them, I'll take them." And I was like, "Well, that works. You live literally 50 yards from me, if probably 20 yards." And just walk down and get them. So he walked down, and we talked for a while, and to this day, my old Duramax mirrors are on his truck to this day, which I think is cool, and it's especially now, it's kind of a meaningful thing. I look at the pictures and it just makes me happy. Matter of fact, I think I have them here on my phone still. This was March of 2017. Yeah, I'll take them later tonight after football. Are they free? He asked me if I wanted anything for them. I said, of course they're free. I was gonna drop them off at his house, but he saw me on the way home, and we met up. Great meeting you. He's planning on moving out of the neighborhood, and there is the truck with the mirrors, and of course I saw it, every day after that, and we talked about it. But there is the truck still there with the mirrors on it. I think that's really cool. And those were in fact the Duramax tow mirrors. Part of the Duramax was on his truck, and I think that's really cool, and he enjoyed it, which is awesome. Really nice kid, and he was 17 years old, not that much younger than me. I mean, I know I'm kind of getting to be like an old man, but we went to the same high school and everything, and I felt that connection. And he was riding his motorcycle home one night, and he was killed by a drunk driver. And the drunk driver, he was on a motorcycle, so the drunk driver swerved. According to I believe the police report said that he tried to avoid it, and the drunk driver not only was in the wrong lane to begin with, then swerved over when he moved to hit him. I mean, I don't assume deliberately, but just was so drunk or whatever. And unfortunately he passed away, which is just, it's fucking terrible. Here you got a 17-year-old kid who has 75 years ahead of him probably, and just a really nice person. When I met him, very nice. Everybody says how nice he was, and that is just awful. It's very simple. If you're drinking, do not drive. It doesn't matter if you've had one beer, a couple shots, it doesn't fucking matter. Do not get behind the wheel if you've been drinking at all, period. And again, I might film it, might not, I'm not sure. I wasn't even sure about telling the whole story, but I think it was neat, and I think it's cool that somebody else appreciated the Duramax. And you guys know how much she means to me, and that was how he knew me and found me every time I drove by. He waved, and that was the truck. And then I always saw his truck, so it was cool. But anyway, I hate to be on such a sad note, but it was a cool story, and I felt like that always meant something to me, and especially now that I look back, it definitely means a lot. And I'm just really sorry to his family and his closer friends and everything like that. I'm really very sorry, genuinely sorry that happened to somebody, and it's awful. All like out of sorts now after telling the story. It gets me angry, it gets me upset. Not only does it get me sad, but it gets me really angry. So we are swapping out the tires on the McLaren today because I want to go back to the stock wheels for the Slipstream racing event. I love those wheels, but they are a little bit heavier than stock. And I also want to put on the Toyo R888 so that I don't have any traction issues. So, you know, it's only about like 8 to 10 pounds overall, but it does make a difference. That 10 pounds of rotating mass might be 1 or 2 miles per hour. And we want to go as fast as possible. So I'm going to drop off the wheels and everything. I mean, the weather is just awful, but we'll have fun. Now, if you're wondering, well, Mike, you just put on those new wheels. Why are you switching them out so fast? Well, besides the racing event, it's really easy. It only costs about 50 bucks to do it. So it's not really a big deal. I can swap them out back and forth all the time. So now that the car is up in the air, you can see just like the 570 and every other McLaren, it is totally flat underneath for aerodynamic purposes, which is pretty neat to look at. Like it's basically a real race car. Our friend Justin over here, he was just putting these on and now I got him changing them back, but he's always here. And yeah, it's pretty cool to see the inside. There you can see the back. I mean, you can see this anyway, but lots of work goes into these cars. Lots of work, lots of technology. It's pretty wild to see it. You can see the venting for the brakes there on each side. Pretty cool. And there you go, the 720 is up in the air. Of course, just like on the 570, these tires also have the foam on the inside for noise, we suppose. And it's an interesting little touch from McLaren. You would think they wouldn't give a shit about sound, but they do. There you go, the stock wheels are back on the McLaren after about a week, and after the racing event, we'll see. Maybe the Brixton forged go back on, maybe not, I'm not sure. Either way, big thank you to Justin over there. He's almost done getting the other side torqued down. And as always, if you need something done to your car, check out Tire Mart on 22. Great people, and I will see you back at the garage. Well, there you go. The internet got what it wanted. All the people that didn't like the bronze wheels, there you go. The black ones are back on. But you know, to me, it's like the black wheels are easy, right? Because black wheels always look good, and they're always gonna look good. And they're always gonna match the car. They're gonna match every color. They're gonna match everything. But you know, it's just black wheels. Everybody has black wheels. The bronze, whether you love them or hate them, which I know people were like 50-50 on them, at least you could say it was something different, you know, much like my wraps. Of course, you can pick a regular color. You can pick a regular wrap. You can pick regular wheels. That's the obvious, easy choice. But, you know, when you do something different, at least, even if people hate it, it gives them something to talk about. But anyway, there you go. You can't see the car at all because it's pitch black. It's only about 6:30 right now, but we are losing daylight fast. The good news is, like I said, it's already a lot brighter in here without even doing the lights yet. It's already a lot brighter because of the floor. And paint is happening next week, so we're gonna get some really bright white paint in here, which should again help. And then all of that plus the lighting, it's gonna be like crazy bright in this garage, and I'm really, really excited for it because I plan to do a whole new winter project in here. So I've been working on, you know, Project Grandpa was a new thing for me because I did a lot of the work myself, and you know, Steve was here all the time and we were going away at it right here in the garage. Well, I'm planning my own winter project as well, and I've done a lot of Corvettes, done a lot of cars, and I think it's time for a truck project on the channel. That would definitely be something different, and I'm really passionate about trucks. If you are new to the channel, you might not know this, but like I started out with trucks. My first ever vehicle I bought myself was a 1,000, well, my first vehicle. My first ever vehicle was a $1,000 in 1989 Chevy Silverado, and ever since then I've had Chevys, but I've always been a truck guy. And I think doing a fun winter build would be great, and maybe, you know, do a build to do another giveaway with it, because we've done 2 Corvette raffles, but we haven't done a truck yet, and I feel like people would really like a truck, especially if you're in the north. It'd be cool to do that. Maybe we'd do it again like around Christmas time and give away a truck, a really cool built truck on Christmas. So I've been thinking about that. You know, speaking of Stradman, who I just made a video about, I like what he's doing. You know, he's got the McLaren thing and he's building it up into something really cool. I mean, a regular McLaren 570 is cool enough, but building it into something really neat and giving it away, kind of like what, you know, I like the fact that the first Corvette giveaway we did, it was a Pro Charge car. We let the person pick whatever modification they want, and the person picked a Pro Charger. We got that done for them thanks to RPM. So that was neat, and then we modified the C7 a little bit. But I think doing like a, you know, buying a base truck, which is what my Duramax is, a base model truck, and then building it up and putting, you know, a lift kit, cool wheels and tires, bumpers, lights, all that cool stuff, doing all that to it, and then giving it away, that'd be badass. That's an idea I've been tossing around for a while, so please, you know, let me know what you think in the comments. I actually do read, I swear I read almost all the comments. I don't reply to a lot because, you know, it's just too many, but I really do read them. So please let me know what you think of the idea of a truck giveaway. I think it'd be neat. And also let me know what you think of going back to the black wheels. Again, we might go back to the bronze after the event is over, maybe not sure. Hope you enjoyed this upload. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you for watching. Take care and have a great night. And remember, don't drink and drive. Here is the 720S, by the way, guys. This is where I went to high school as well. It's a great place. Everyone, I'm sure, will agree. It's the greatest place ever.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't bad. It sounds pretty damn good. So we
missed it earlier. I think everyone went deaf. I read it.
Oh, you're redlining the thing?
My ear popped, and I was like, "Ooh, okay, that was a bad idea."
But yeah, I love what you're doing, by the way. And it's really cool. You can see all the signatures on the bike.
I'm glad that it got filled up. At first, I was terrified that I was like, "Oh, I hope people sign it," because I didn't want just the tank. And then
yeah,
that's about it. But
no, it looks. No, I think people are loving it for sure.
Oh yeah. And then I was gonna say I had these spots up here work for his parents.